Let's move on now. Call it the death knell, if you like, for paying with cash. Apple and banks apparently now in talks on a mobile person-to-person payment service. Joining us now to talk about this is Christina Warren with Mashable. Christina speaks about all things tech. I guess my first question is, do you use cash for anything these days, Christina?
No, I don't. No.
No, none. Do you use Apple Pay, if I may ask?
I do use Apple Pay, places that support it. And
are there many?
Yes, there are. So basically, you know, every cab will take it. More and more retailers are starting to accept it, so I do use Apple Pay a lot. And I honestly use a service called Venmo, which is a company owned by PayPal, where I can send money to my friends or they can send it to me.
Okay, so now we have the giant Apple coming into this space. What does it mean for the other guys? Square, PayPal, Venmo?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Square, I don't think they're even part of the conversation anymore, to be completely honest. They're great for small businesses.
Why is that?
I think that they failed to capitalize on the person-to-person payments. They were very good at capturing credit cards for small businesses, very good processing that, but they never got into payments.
How will this Apple Pay work? Basically using the Apple phone to make as cash.
Yeah, I mean, I think we don't know a lot of the details. What I assume they're going to do is that you will be able to send people money the same way you would send them an iMessage. So using their messaging service, you could say, here's $25, and then using Touch ID on your iPhone, authenticate with Apple Pay to then send it to their account.
And it would draw it down from your checking.
And it would draw it down from your checking. I mean, that's how services like Venmo already work. And if you think about it, if you use Apple Pay, if you use Apple Wallet, they already have your account information. So it's already secured on your phone, so it wouldn't be a big challenge to say, let's send this payment to someone else.
Is this about Apple wanting to get parity with Google, so it keeps people in their, what do they call it, ecosystem?
Yes, I think it's both parity with Google, and frankly, it's also parity with some of the big companies in China, because some of the big services in China, especially chat services, you can do almost anything inside their messaging apps.
And, you know, the question is, how will Apple charge for it, is number one, and we know that a number of banks are interested in it. Do you think the banks will be for this?
I definitely think the banks will be for this. You know,
how will Apple charge for it?
I think they'll probably charge transactional fees with the banks, and I think the banks, when they're realizing how much money can move back and forth, will probably want to take advantage of it.
Tim Cook has always had the vision of getting rid of the physical wallet.
Yes.
Are we getting close?
We're getting close. I mean,
I still see people writing checks at the supermarket.
Really?
And you know about that, quickly, it's your checking account is exposed. The numbers on the check. So we're close to that day.
We're close to that day, which is a good thing for both security purposes and for making it easier not to have to use cash.
Christina Warren, thank you as always. Appreciate it. Forget cash, apparently.